While up there at a bar, the male lead forces himself again on the main character. Now, he doesn't go all the way, but he still does things to the main character. In his opinion, it's just to mess with the main character. But again, I am very upset with him because, again, he forced himself on the main character. I'm a little angry, okay? I am very, very furious. The main character, he goes to the male lead's father to say he's quitting, and the dude is not letting the main character quit. He told the main character he has a few days to change his opinion, but he wants the main character to come back with a changed opinion, which is upsetting for the main character. The main character goes home to talk with his brother, and this is when the male lead shows up because, again, the male lead is furious that the main character wanted to quit. Like, they get into a full-on fight over the fact that the main character wanted to quit over the things that the male lead and everyone has been putting him through. He's just stressed, tired, and suicidal. He just wants done with everything, and no one will let him be done with it. The main character and the male lead, they're attacked, kidnapped, and dragged to a forest where they were supposed to be murdered, but they were able to escape, and now they're in the forest trying to run away and survive without being killed. And honestly, it's more hilarious than it should be. They remind me of Ryan and Shane from The Watcher or BuzzFeed Unsolved, if you guys know who they are. The way they're acting in the forest reminds me of those two idiots. Especially when ghosts are brought up and the main character is terrified and paranoid, and the male lead is just having a fun time messing with the main character's fear and being like, ghosts aren't real, they're not real, while messing with the main character while he's terrified. It reminds me of those two idiots when they're on their ghost hunts, if you guys know who they are. And the male lead and the main character does have a conversation when they talk about the things the male lead did to the main character, and he apologizes. He should have realized the main character wouldn't have taken it so mentally well. He didn't realize the main character would be so distressed, so upset, and anxious about what he did to the main character, so he apologizes for what he did to the main character. Now, I don't think the apology was good enough. I think he should have been more kneeling, begging more, groveling more. But since they're trying to survive in the woods, I let it go for now. But I want him to grovel later down the line. I want him to grovel. I want him to beg. I want him to cry. Because honestly, the main character deserves that. The attackers do find them, and the male lead ends up shot. He, protects the main character. He takes the bullets for the main character. And that's when their rescue team arrives, but they're both unconscious by the time the rescue team arrives, and they're brought to the hospital. When the main character wakes up, instead of letting people explain that the male lead is okay, the main character starts freaking out, like having a literal meltdown without letting anyone explain what's going on. Finally, he lets someone explain it. It is the eldest brother's head bodyguard who's like, dude, stop freaking out. He's okay. He's just asleep. Like, dude, stop. So they both have their own separate, hospital rooms. They're both VIP rooms. But that's not good enough for the male lead. So the male lead decides they have to share a room. No ifs or buts. Like, every time it's time to go to bed, the male lead goes to the main character's room or have the main character brought to his room, and they have to share a bed. And every time it's the morning and their friends or family visits them, the main character gets literally teased and mocked for sharing a bed with the male lead. I am not kidding. He is always teased over. So there's a scene in this reminds me of Grandmaster Demonic Convention. It's the scene after the main character, male lead, was saved from the cave of the turtle. They were brought back to their own sacks, their own clans, and he wakes up after defeating the turtle back at his home, and he looks at his brother and he's like, why did it take you so long to find us? Why did it take you so long to rescue us? It should have taken you so many days. And his brother's like, dude, think of it. How many days it took us to get here? It would have taken the same amount of days to get back to you. And he's like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. I completely forgot about it. Like, they have a little spat, and it reminds me of a spat in this. When the main character's asking the eldest brother's head bodyguard why it took them so long to come save the male lead and the main character, and the, eldest brother's bodyguard's like, dude, seriously? And he lists all the things they had to do before they were able to get to the main character and Melly. Like, they had to do a lot of searching, a lot of work just to get to the two idiots. It so reminded me of the main character and his brother from Demonic Convention, that stiff scene. It really did. The eldest brother's head bodyguard, he's now suspicious of the main character's and Mel-Lead's relationship. Yes, he used to tease the main character about his relationship with the Mel-Lead all the time, to the point I thought he was helping the Mel-Lead get into the main character's pants, but now I am sure that I was wrong. I know I am wrong, and I'm so sorry for making the obsession back when I was talking about book 1. I apologize for that. But yes, he warns the main character not to get in a relationship with the Mel-Lead. Do not get in the Mel-Lead's bed. Don't have anything like that with the Mel-Lead because he's going to get hurt. Which gives me a sign, because I know from TikToks and fanfics that he has some sort of relationship with the eldest cousin. So I think he's been burnt. I think he's already been burnt at this point by the eldest cousin. I could be wrong, or he's at this time has a not okay, healthy relationship, unhealthy relationship with the eldest cousin, and he's warning the main character to be careful. Which at first main character thought the dude didn't think he was good enough for the Mel-Lead. But the dude's like, no. It's that you're going to get burnt, you're going to get hurt by the Mel-Lead if you try going down the path of a relationship with a Mel-Lead. So stay away from him on that. Stay away. So I am sure the bad sort of relationship history between the two younger brothers has already transpired at this point, because again, the dude did not want to go home with the Mel-Lead's younger brother. Like, he's told, hey, go back home with him, stay safe with him, go back to the bunker, because now the younger brother's living at the, base. He's living with them, and he doesn't want to go back with the dude. He does not want to go back. And the eldest brother's head bodyguard told the main character they've been arguing. Like, they must have already known each other, because every time they see each other, they fight, they argue. And again, down the line, when the main character returns back to the bunker, he sees his younger brother picking fights with the Mel-Lead's younger brother. Like, the two can't get along. So anything that happened between the two has already transpired. The dude is already pissed. He's already upset with the Mel-Lead's younger brother. I want to know, is it the same from the fanfics and TikToks and the TV show? Because I'm pretty sure the stuff I've seen from the TikToks and fanfics are from the TV show. Can someone tell me? I am not sure. The eldest cousin is really putting on his White Lotus act. Like, when the main character's at the hospital, he shows up at the hospital to bring the main character a fruit basket, peel the fruits, feed the main character, take care of the main character. And then when the main character returns to the bunker, he shows up to help the main character with his, homework that he's way behind on. Again, to feed the main character, purposely has it a way where the main character accidentally spills something on him, and he has to take off his shirt and has to show off his chest and wear one of the main character's clothing. Like, he's full on putting on the White Lotus seducing act, trying to get in the main character's pants. And I'm like, I see you. You're on the same level as the Mel-Lead from Scum Saving System. Not completely, but you're almost there. Like, dude, calm it. You need to calm it. Like, down, boy, down. Like, I do not trust you. The more you put on this White Lotus act, I don't trust you. And even the main character's trying to see through it. Also, again, at the bar where the Mel-Lead had put his hands on the main character, the dude showed up at the bar and tried taking the main character home when he saw the main character was not feeling good. Like, tried to take the main character home. And the Mel-Lead's like, yeah, no. The Mel-Lead, he is not happy about this. Like, he's full on jealous every time the eldest cousin has a thing with the main character. He's telling the main character to leave him alone. He repeatedly accuses the main character of something going on with the dude and trying to leave him for the dude. It literally happens. He accuses the main character trying to quit to go to the eldest cousin's side. Or every time he gets near the eldest cousin, he's like, what did you guys talk about? Why he was here? And the main character's like, I do not know what's going on. I do not know why you're upset. Like, he's just here. He's just a nice guy being nice. I'm like, honey, wake up. It's because he's trying to seduce you.